Hey guys, so doing a comp guide for the start of Combat Dragons. Main thing to think about with this is we're going to go through the enablers, the core minions, then key minions, key heroes, and then trinkets. So enablers for this is really any type of buffer plus poet. The common one's going to be the one drop Dragonling just because that's a solid minion. The other thing that you can do is Terragosa plus some type of start of combat buffer such as Amber Guardian or the Promo Drake. The core for this comp is going to be the Poet, Amber Guardian, and then any type of buffer dragons, and then optionally a Yu'lon. Key minions, first with 1-drops. Dragonling is a very solid minion that you can use to encourage leveling up. I try to take this and then fast go to 4, mainly because it can, as you're leveling up, it's going to be able to trade with most of the Tavern Tier 3s and even some of the 4s. And then it also enables you to take Poet. Upbeat Front Drake is another minion that's okay to take on turn 1. A little strat that you can try to do is leveling up on the turns that it's about to proc to get a chance at a higher tier minion. And then the other thing to know is if you have a pair and you have the ability to triple them, try to do it after the turn after one of them procs and the next one is about to proc, and it will essentially move up you getting a dragon 2 turns that way. 2-drops are honestly pretty bad. Emissary is just good tempo. For 3s, Synthesizer is a very good tempo, assuming you already have some dragons. And then Terragosa is a good enabler for a bunch of the buffers. Rallier, I honestly think, is mostly bait unless you already have the other core minions. So you either only take it if you have an econ spell so that you can go to 4 and you're using it as tempo, or you have Terragosa or Poet. 4 is the key Tavern tier for this build. You want to roll on 4. Poet's the most important minion. If you don't find it by turn 7 or 8, you need to level and get out of the comp, play scam, whatever. It enables you to play the other 4s, which are Amber Drake and Promo Drake, and these are also enabled by Terragosa. Again, though, like even if you have these, if you don't have Poet by turn 8, you need to get out. And then I guess the other noteworthy, Gargoyle is a decent minion to play if you have room for it because it's good tempo and just a generally good anti-scam card. 5s, you're generally going to be tripling into 5, but it's not really the core of the comp. The best triple is going to be Yu'lon, but again, you don't really want to roll on 5 unless you already have a 7 minion comp that already has like the core scaling units. And then 6s, really hate spawn's the only thing to think about. It's good tempo if you get it on 6 via something like the Ticketus trinket, or I guess like Token of the Old Gods, but otherwise you're not really going on to 6 on this comp. You're really just rolling on 4. Key heroes. Ysera, obviously, you just want to get to 4, roll on 4, and try to use that extra shop spot to find the key units. Alexstrasza, similarly, you rush to 4 and then try to hero power every turn, and you find the key units with the hero power. Getting them for 1 gold is really good. Alakir is a really good minion because you can skip the Amber Guardian and use the hero power to do Divine Shields. Brukan gives you the ability to permanently double the attack. And then another thing you should think about, if you ever go against Ghosts or someone that's kind of weak, or even if it makes sense for you, try to fit in Earth hero powers to give you the 1/1 summons, and those are really helpful as just utility to take out Divine Shield, Scam, and 1 health, Undead, those kind of things. Rockmaster Voon, there's a little trick that if you get a turn 1 Front Drake, you don't need to hold a minion. Tamsin, you can get a lot of scaling using the hero power, assuming you have the Poet and the Terragosa. Just make sure your hero power isn't hitting one of your key enablers. You might need to use spells just to fix the health on a bunch of things. Terran is mostly just for the trinkets, but if you have Keychain, you can guarantee Keychain procs on your biggest minions. And then the last one, Vol'jin, you can potentially get a lot of exponential scaling using Keychain or Emerald Dreamcatcher and just making your biggest minion essentially double its attack stats throughout the comps. Trinkets. Main thing, I'm going through these, I'm going to kind of just do them in a random order of how they kind of came up. So, keychains. Don't get baited by lesser keychain into being forced into this comp. Do get baited by greater keychain. You should only take greater keychain if you have the core minions for the comp. Compass isn't bad, but it's again kind of like I was saying with Poet. If you don't have the core minions, don't get baited into playing the comp just because you took Compass. Just use it as an econ later. The lesser glider trinket is actually decent if you have Smuggler and a single Drake. You can kind of rush to 4, just buy whatever like econ cards you can find, and you just get one really good minion. You can do a similar thing with the Kodo Pouch. Emerald Dreamcatcher, the Greater Trinket, only take this if you have the Divine Shield core going. Otherwise, it's very expensive and generally not enough tempo for how expensive it is. Promo Portrait, honestly, I haven't been offered it enough to know for sure, but the couple times I've seen it against me, it seems kind of underwhelming. Smuggler Portrait as a lesser trinket, it's not terrible. You don't necessarily need to keep Smuggler too late in the game, but what it serves is really good for this is it's a cheap tempo trinket, and you can use that to get to 4 faster. Souvenir Stand, honestly, it's pretty baity with this. It's only really good with Keychain. It doesn't work with things like Dreamcatcher and some of the other like Key Dragon trinkets. Trip Vouchers is good though for kind of the same reason, is it's an extra chance at Keychain and an extra chance at Emerald Dreamcatcher. Training Certificate honestly has been feeling very baity. I don't know if they like increased the cost on it or something, but like there was a game today where I had double Terragosa and it just was too slow. And then the last trinket to think about is Token of the Old Gods. It's a decent general trinket. You can use it to find the core minions, and if you don't, you can then use it to find other enablers to transition if you missed. And then some potential minions you should look out for is finding like an early Yu'lon or Hatesmon. But yep, that's Start of Combat Dragons. Really, the biggest thing I can say is make sure you find your Poet. If you don't have Poet by turn 7, 8 at the latest, get out of the comp because it's not going to be good. Alright, good luck guys. Hopefully this helps you on the climb. See you out there. Bye.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, maybe you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed, thinking something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free. You know I'm addicted to you, and it's twisted. You've been gifted with the evil voodoo. Got me coming back for more even when I've been screwed. Dolls full of pins, pierce my heart straight through. I got issues in my head. I like you in my bed, but you keep me on red. Oh, everything is like a test. I better not text or I'll come off desperate.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, maybe you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed, thinking something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
So if I play dead, will you regret everything that you did, that you said? I don't think you understand what you're doing, and my heart's black and blue from the bruising. I feel like when I'm with you I'm losing. I feel like you think that this amusing, sitting there gaslighting and confusing. Was it me? Is it me? Am I deluded? I'm the one who's always sorry, the conclusion, even though I offer all of the solutions. I wish you loved me like I love you, it's stupid. When I'm alone with you I never feel lucid. I wish I wasn't struck by Cupid. I wish when I first saw you I knew this. When I'm with you I feel so useless. I feel diluted, my heart's been wounded. Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, maybe you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed, thinking something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me? Then will you get bored of killing me? and will you get bored? Yeah.